Happy New Day. It is a great day to be alive. Happy New Day. It is a great day to be alive. It is a great space to be in. It is a great moment to actually, walk in your divine purpose. It is amazing. We logging in at 11:33. I think that's what it says on there. Yeah, where we're logging in. Time and space. Everything is always working out for us in our now energy. Yeah, 11:33. Life is so amazing. It only gets more amazing. I am Oracle, Queen Oracle Mother Yanis Lamel Neutral Prime Supreme, 1216 of the Messiah Code Movement, and the Walu Tribe. I greet you on this beautiful day. That life is so wonderful and that it's working for us. Life is happening for us. And I'm excited about today. I woke up with gratitude. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. I'm the creator of my reality. So excited about that. And full of gratitude that I'm able to get on here and just send out some love. Because I was laying in the bed and with my granddaughter, of course, Gwen. And I was laying there. And all of a sudden, this burst of energy said, "Get up. So get yourself ready to get on the podcast." So I jumped up and got myself ready, got Gwen ready, got myself ready. And so here we are. And I greet you with lots of love today. This is the greatest day of your life. And knowing that you're the creator of it. So this is the greatest day of your life, that you're going to create great things that benefit you. Those great things, those happy things in life that benefit you. That you are so wonderful. You are marvelous. You are loved. I sung one of my songs yesterday that I wrote. That song that you heard. Happy New Day, Lisa. The song that you heard that, yes, the song you heard that when we first opened up, that was my song. I wrote that song, that little tune. I wrote that, and the voice that you heard is actually my voice. I'm singing in two tones. So that was my voice. That wasn't anybody else. That was all me. So I wanted to get on here and share some love as we continue to talk about restore from reflection. And we wanted to finish up with that because we still had some more to talk about in that. Oh my goodness, I think it's switching. It's switching from the other one on my phone. Okay, we got it. And so, as we are together today in this space, always acknowledging our team and energies that are in us. We acknowledge the ancestors. We acknowledge the Galactic Federation, Galactic Council, Star Nation, the Archangels, the Spirit Guides, all our angelic family that are here inside of us in this present moment, the 24 elders, fairy energies, the unicorn energies, the dragon energies that are all here assisting us right now. Peacock energy, turtle energy, the cat energy, the cow energy, the owl energy that are all assisting us right now in this present moment. Because everything is within us. We are the ancestors of now. We are the ancestors that are within this present moment now. So, it's wonderful to be in this space. It's wonderful to love yourself. It's wonderful to appreciate yourself. It's always wonderful to acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge your vehicle, acknowledge this body that you are navigating through. So we acknowledge all of our ancestors that have already transitioned out of the physical into the non-physical, that are conscious and aware. Those that transition out of here that are conscious and aware of knowing who they were, and that are still assisting us now. And so we give gratitude for that it's so amazing. Even Earth, Mother Earth, Mother Earth, our body is the earth. And so we acknowledge that, our body, our temple, acknowledge every part of our body. We give knowledge to our hands and our feet and our legs and our ears and our mouth, our eyes, our nose, our toes, our legs, our knees, even the very energy that flows through our body. We just acknowledge gratitude for all of that, that's moving. The muscles, the skeletal system, we give gratitude for that. All of it is assisting us now. Our legs is assisting us. Our feet is assisting us right now. Our heart, is assisting us. Our brain, our mind is assisting us in this now energy. So we give gratitude for knowing that everything is working for our highest good. Every part of our body is functioning for our highest good. And we're full of gratitude for that. And I like that. So as I already said, I'm Oracle. I am Oracle. Oracle Mother Yanis Lamel. I greet you today on this, it was Saturday, day 7. Day number 7. I greet you with that today as we walk together in wholeness. Just want to share a little what was being shared with me on this journey. So you walk with me as we walk together in our journey. And so it is. So as we are continuing talking about, we're going to be walking a lot of different places. So we're still talking about the Proverbs of the Messiah. As we discovered, as we already know, because everything I'm sharing is not something that you don't know. It's something that you already know. Because, within us traveling throughout time and space, that as my guys, or, we're sharing in the bed, that we have always been traveling. We were actually time traveling now. We're not waiting. You know how they say they building these machines to time travel? We are literally time traveling right now. We're time traveling. We are time traveling every time we think a different thought. We are time traveling. We're shifting time, parallel timelines, and they were just sharing with me that what we are not aware, because we've been in a place where you are beautiful. We've been unconscious in a place that we didn't even know that. I'm trying to get what it says. I don't know what that means, but just got to get back on there. Anyway, I can't see who's on there, but I'm sure somebody's on there. I just can't see you because it's okay. We'll just let it go like that. We're actually time traveling. And so we're going to be talking about the 7 weapons and continue talking about the Proverbs of the Messiah. Is that you are everything, and everything is you. I'm going to say it again. We are everything, and everything is us. So that's what we're going to be sharing about today. But I also want to share, that we operate from the dot. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. That we are operating from the dot. And so some of the things that we're going to be talking about, or sharing about, if you find the podcast is exciting or beneficial to you, if you find it in your heart to share where others can benefit from it as well. And, also I can be watched, we can be connected together on the YouTube, and we can be connected together on Messiah Code as well as the Facebook. So I am located on many channels of enlightenment, of vibration. And so 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. We are operating from the dot. We have logged in this time and space, 11:33. We are wholeness. We are giving love. We are receiving love. We are accepting love. We are walking in abundance. We are fulfilling our purpose. We are connected to all. Unconditional love is our guide. One truth, one law. We connect. It says we connect. Oops, it says oops, connection lost, reconnecting. Wow, we are connecting. There we go. I am coming live from my home, so I'm not sure what's going on with the internet. So, oh, it showed that. So, hey, we're just gonna flow and roll with this. I don't think I've had that problem with here. I might have had it at the daycare a couple of times, but anyway, it said connection was lost. But we're gonna go with this, and as I say, 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. You know, source God is you, is good, great all the time. And so we are operating from the dot. And as we are operating from the dot, we know that everything in our life exists in our world. We are operating from the dot, and that everything in our world is happening, is in our world, are manifesting in our life is because of us. Because we are the dot, we are the energy, we are source. So we are what gives everything the boost to create or to have that experience in our world. So every thought that we are having, we created that thought. And many say that, you know, we're not thinking anything, but, you know, I'm not here to try to argument with anyone about that. But I know that we operate from the dot, that nothing exists in your life without you being the creator of that. And I wanted to share that. And so here is what we're going to be continue talking about, because we are restored from our own reflection. We are the rebuilder. And so we are the greatest gift to humanity. We are the greatest gift to humanity. We are the greatest gift to humanity. We are the greatest gift to ourselves, and we are the greatest gift to the world. So we are the greatest gift to humanity. We are the greatest gift to ourselves, and we are the greatest gift to the world. And we are the savior. We are the savior of humanity. We are the savior of ourselves, and we are the savior of the world. And I love that. And we are the savior because we operate in higher vibration. And higher vibration raises the world, and you operate from the dot. Oh, I love that. And so as we are continuing walking together, flowing together, loving each other in this space, let's flow together. Because as we are together and understanding, because I'm going to talk a little bit because I'm just sharing right now. And what I'm sharing is that we understand that you ever looked at, because this is where a master, because remember, this is the master class. This is not the class for those that, you know, don't know who they are, but this is the class that you know who you are. And so in the master class, understanding that you are creator of your reality, and everything in your world you have created, and everything in your world you are creating now, that you are actually the creator. You are the creator of your experience. And you know, many like, what is she talking about? I'm talking about that you think that your experiences that you create, everything in your life, everything in your world that you are experiencing, the good, the bad, the ugly, the up and down, back and forward, side, it's all you. You designed it. You created it. It's all you, because you are source. Remember, you were in the beginning. In the beginning, God said, God created. You are God, creator, source, energy that's creating this reality. You've always existed. You're not just existing now. You existed from the beginning. From the beginning, you were the ancestors that were in another form, and you are the ancestors now. You have been time traveling, and in the time traveling, you have been traveling through time and space. And each time that you have transition move throughout the time and space, you were in another form. And when you were in another form, you were another being. But guess what? The soul always remained. The soul was just on this on this travel, on this navigating through this time and space. So in life, you've always existed. You just who you are now in this time and space. So the Messiah, oh yeah, the Messiah, what we talk about Jesus, you Jesus. So if I talk about Buddha, you Buddha. If I say Allah, you Allah. You are all of that. You are all the ancient ones that have always existed, ancient ones that you're reading about now. You were them then, and you are them now. Oh, I love that. You were them then, and you are them now. In this time and space, you just in this form that you're in, but you have always been them. You were conscious, have always existed. Consciousness has always existed, and you are consciousness now that awaken to know that you are. Not only that, when we talk about the chess game, or when we talk about the chess game or the checker game, guess what? You don't need to guess. You already know this, that you are both sides of the board. You are every piece on the chessboard. You are the pawn, the rook, the bishop. You are all that. The knight, you are all of that. You are every part, every little part of the game that's on that board. You are all of that, because slow down. There is nothing exists outside of you. Every on the checkerboard, the red and the black, every checker that's on that board, you are that too. There is nothing outside of you. There is nothing that exists outside of you. You are source in the physical body. There is nothing outside of you. There is no other God outside of you. You are source. You are God. You've always existed. And not only that, the universe that we talk about is you. The universe inside of you. You are the universe. Not only that, every part of your body is a part of the universe. And so where we talk about navigating, you're navigating through every part of your body, which is a part of the universe, which is also the different planes that are the universe. So when we talk about the stars, when we talk about the moon, when we talk about the different planets and stuff, they are all inside of you, because you are the universe, which is navigating through every part. This is the universe. You are the universe. So you are having having a human experience. And so, yeah, I figured that some of you might want to walk away on this one. But guess what? This class is a class for masters. This is not a class for those that still don't know who they are. This is the class, the master class, that know who they are. They already know that they're energy. You already know that you're frequency. You already know that you're vibration. You already know that you are source energy. Ashe. So, let's see where we're going to go out of the Messiah, because we got a PowerPoint that we're going to continue with as well. So let's read from Proverbs of the Messiah, and we're reading out of the Codex 13, the Master Key Application 323. Shout out to all the Messiahs. Shout out to all the primes. Salutation to all the primes. Shout out to all of the Walu that is awakened, all the Walu tribe that is blowing the shofar, the Walu tribes that are on the Facebook, on the YouTube, on Messiah Code, that are out there, that are conscious and aware of knowing that this is the season, this is the time to know that, hey, I take full responsibility for the world that I have created. I take full responsibility for my life, my journey, and that I am a creator, of my own reality. Shout out to all of you on this amazing day to know that you are the master of your reality. And so here it is. We on Master Key Application 323, and Codex 13, Proverbs of the Messiah, verse number starting 57, 5, 7, 12. So the Messiah, or the Messiah, or the Mashiach, or the Messiah is not worship. So the Messiah is not worship. The Messiah is embodied. It's embodied. It's the Mashiach, the energy. You are Messiah. You are Messiah. There are many Mashiachs, Messiah. that are existing now and that have existed before. You were the Messiah before, you are the Messiah. And see what has happened. What happened to us is that we agreed, we agreed to come here, and that we forgot that we were the Messiah, that we were the Messiah. And so when we forgot that we were the Messiah, we agreed to that program, because see, there was programming for us to be the individual that we are, and that we were before this awakening. We were the Messiah. And so before we incarnated or came through the portal, we agreed that we would forget that we are the Messiah. And so as just understanding that that program, so we will upload it with a program that help us to forget that who we were, that we are a Messiah. And that program that we forgot that we were Messiah, it was also that in that program that, we had parents that were chose, that we would, chose parents and family that we were going to be a part of. And so all of that was the program that we were uploaded with in our memory bank. And so within our memory bank, that's all we knew. And so with that, we were in that space, or in that time of space, that who we were was all that we knew, that program. And so throughout your life journey, remember, it was all a program. It's like you were in a simulator, in that each time in the simulator, my guys are talking about the simulator, that you travel through time and space, and each time you travel, wherever you were that other individual. Wherever the soul went into that body, or going into another body, that's who you were. And that's who you were at that time when Yeshua, which we call Yeshua, we talk about Jesus, you were the Jesus at the time. And not only that, if I told you that the Jesus is a program, if I told you Jesus is like a frequency or energy, or it's a frequency, it's an energy, Jesus is. And so where many have been in that program, they think Jesus was a physical body. It's an energy. The Messiah is an energy. And so it's embedded within us. So the Jesus that many talk about as being a savior, yeah, they're talking about being a savior. But the thing is that the Messiah said he didn't come to save people. He come to wake you up to save yourself, because you created the world. You created your world. You created everything around you. Everyone did this. Everyone created their own world. So the only one that can save themselves is them saving themselves. So the only one can save themselves from their very own program that they were uploaded with that program. So we are the only one that can save ourselves. And so an illustration of that cube was symbolic of that cross. We are the only one that can unfold that cube. Or we the only one that can reconstruct that cube. It's all us, not nobody else that can do that. We are the only one that can rewrite the program that we created ourselves. Everything in our life we created, and we're the only one that can rewrite our own program or rewrite that own system. Ashe. And so the world does not need another religion, another doctrine, another set of rules. It needs those who will break free and rewrite the narrative of existing, that everything exists from the one, from the dot. Multiple things exploded. Multiple things came into existence in your reality. From the dot. From the very first thought that you don't even remember that you thought, that it all came into existence. From your one drop of blood, many came into existence. And it's the same thing. From one thought came everything into existence in the reality. So you are the creator of your reality. So in your world, walk with me for a little while. In your world, everything exists in your world from you. From the program that has been running within the matrix. Because remember, you designed the matrix. And you were like, oh, well, I didn't design the matrix. Well, you designed the matrix. You thought of the matrix. You thought of all these negative things. You didn't understand that, but you were unconscious. So you don't really, at the time when you were unconscious, you didn't know that you were creating that reality. And so not only that, in this reality, in this experience that you are experiencing, you really are the author. You really are the creator of your reality. And so when we talk about manipulating your energy, the manipulating the program that has been running in your experience or in your reality, in your mind. So you're the only one, Messiah, that has the power to pluck up the weeds out of your garden. You are the only one that has the power to pluck up the weeds out of the garden, out of the garden that you created or designed. So the system will resist, and it does resist because it goes back. Remember, the battle is in the mind. The battle is not out there. The battle is inside. So we say the system will resist because the system, let's say the hologram or the system, we would say would be the network. So you've been traveling throughout this whole entire network, your whole entire life, but you didn't realize that you were. You didn't realize that you were feeding this network, and that you were being uploaded every day with data. And how this data is through the programming. Is that what you see? You know, your five senses, are there more than five senses? But your senses were feeding. They were eating. And so it was being programmed. Your mind was being programmed. It was being programmed to, to make these things happen. It was like, because you were energy. And so you give off energy. And so energy, a battery is what makes things go. So it charges things up. So you were like the battery. So whatever you were looking at was like, whatever book you was reading, you was giving it energy. Even though the author might have wrote the book, but you're looking at the book and you're giving it life. So in other words, you're connecting to the vision that the author had. And so therefore you actually saw the whole entire vision. You can imagine that. It's like an imagination. So just like Disney, it would be like Walt Disney. He had an imagination, right? But it took the individual to imagine what his vision was in order to get the full effect of the vision that he had. And so he had the vision, but in order for the vision and the dream to actually come fully into manifestation, those that had to take part of that vision, they had to come and put their energy. The energy had to walk into the park. The energy had to buy the tickets. The energy had to have the, dream of this. The energy had to activate it as well as connect with what his vision and dream were. So is yours. Oh, I love that. So, but the Messiah does not seek. Let me go back to 5:9. It will call you mad. The system will resist. The system will call you mad, dangerous, heretical, just as it did to every teacher who came before. So when you're talking about that we are the Messiah, and boy, because the system had programmed many with the program that the Messiah is someone, a savior that's coming down to save them from all the stuff that they done. Or the system had programmed to believe into that program, enroll in their program, because it's a program in their mind, in their program, that someone is persecuting them, someone has had them in slavery. All of that is programs that have been uploaded within the network that you are, because the Messiah, you were asleep. And so with all that program, you have been in your data. It's just been like you were soul that was trapped in the computer. So all that negative stuff was uploaded in the computer in you, which you are the computer. So it's all been uploaded in you. And so, were uploaded in you. And so that system, so many people are still plugged in. So not everybody want to unplug. So you got to understand. So when you talk about the Messiah, and you talk about you are the Messiah, you are the boots on the ground, you are the Messiah, the savior of the world, not only the savior of the world, but the savior of yourself and the savior of humanity. The system is looking, because remember, they're still plugged in. They're looking at you like, whoa, I ain't never heard of anything about no Messiah code. Where did that Messiah code come from? All of a sudden, you talk about a Messiah code. We ain't never heard of Messiah code. There are many that are still plugged in, and they don't want to unplug. So on this life experience, so don't take it personally. So the system will resist. There are a lot of them that are still plugged in. Even your system because at one time you were in this place to where you were looking for the Savior as well. You were looking outside of yourself for a Savior, because we came through the school of religion. Like it said, it doesn't need another religion. You don't need another religion. It's to wake up to know yourself, to know that you are the creator, to know that you are the one that wrote this program. Are you the one that is creating the reality of all the things that you have experienced? It has never been nobody doing anything to you. It's the program that you are creating yourself. And so many are still in their life, they don't want to be unplugged. They comfortable with, this hearing. They're comfortable with this place that they're in. And so they would call you mad. Many would call you mad. She's talking about a Messiah. She looks strange. What's wrong with her? Don't you know, because they're still plugged into, when I say plugged in, they plug into the old belief system. They all plugged into the old belief system. And since they're still plugged into the old belief system, the old program is running within them, within their computer. And so as you are, remember, we've been rebooted. So, which means we've been rebooted. Our system has been upgraded, that the old program is not operating within us. But my guys are saying, let me go with I am. What she's saying, I am said what's actually going on in our experience now is that goodness, I thought I turned it off. My I am is saying that, I'm trying to turn, there we go. I think I got that one off. I apologize, Liza. There we go. Is that what's happening with us is that, I heard my voice change. What's happening with us, I am love is saying what's happening with us, with our system being rebooted, is that we're not actually on the same timeline, nor are we on the same earth. And so what is happening with us is understanding that and aware that we are messiahs, in that we are aware that we created this reality. And so as the Savior, I'm hearing as the Savior of humanity, of the world, as the Savior of yourself, inside is where all of it takes place. And so as you are Messiah, and my guys are saying, I hear my guys are saying that you are everything that ever existed. Even though you have been reading many books about different beings, but you've always existed from the dot. And from the dot, you've always existed from the beginning, what we consider as the beginning, what you would consider on your level of understanding what is the beginning. So there has never been anything outside of you. There has never been any source outside of you, though many pray to many different sources or many gods, but you are all that have ever existed. So when we talk about Buddha, when we talk about Allah, when we talk about Jesus, when we talk about all these other different names for different gods, they are all you, because you've always existed. And in this understanding that throughout your life journey of time traveling, you were the beings in those times, in those different ages or time at that time. So when we talk about Jesus Yeshua, you are Jesus Yeshua. At that time when Jesus Yeshua walked the earth, the ascended master, you are Jesus Yeshua. And many that still plugged up find that hard to, but you know what? You got to walk with what you're awakening. This is your world. This is your experience. This is your knowing thyself. This is knowing that the energy is all you, that you've always existed, and that you have been always time traveling. And I think that many of us have been where we have been under that spell, but you're no longer under that spell, but you are actually operating and stepping and moving through who you really are. You are really the master. You are really the savior. You really are source energy. There is no other energy outside of source, because source is the dot. Source is everything that ever existed, because source is source. And I want to read something right quick. Well, I'm going to say right quick, but I want to read something out of the 7 weapons of the Messiah. I want to read because we were talking about the simulator and the dunya. And so I want you to understand that you always exist. You're the master in every form, but you're just looking at yourself in the form that you are now. You've always existed. Isn't that amazing? So which one are we going to read? Let's just read. And I'm reading out of the 7 weapons. Master Key Application 777, Solar Prime Supreme 131, Lazarus Lamel. And that, sequency or the frequency, the 131, is you. It's you. It's frequency. It's this energy. The codes that dwell within it. You are these codes. Many look at, when we talk about having a human experience, I'm in human form. But my guys are saying, what you say when you're in human form is what you see through the eyes of what appears to be on the screen. But you are this energy, you are this wave, you are this light. And this is the form that it appears on the computer or on the what your eyes are perceiving right now. But energy is it's action, it's motion. So this is how I appear to you right now. But if we would, wasn't on the screen and the light was really shining on me, or if you look at me under some type of technology thing, you would see me moving, like, I'm moving, I'm action. I'm not just sitting here, I'm moving. So I really want to read out of here for a second. I want to read Codex 50, Master Key Application 777, Codex 50. I want to read number 8. I want to read Isaiah 44:2. Thus said the Lord that made thee and fashioned thee from the matrix. Let's read that again. Thus said the Lord that made thee and fashioned thee from the matrix. Matrix. Or the word matrix actually means the womb in Genesis. Which had helped thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thy Jeshurun, who I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. In other words, I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. In other words, it is saying that he that acts and it is given. Seek and ye shall find, and knock and the door is open. When you are thirsty, when the student is ready, the teacher will come. That's what it's saying. And so I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. In other words, the dry ground is that which anything that has been holding you back from knowing yourself, anything that's been holding you back from truth, anything, any blockage, any barriers. Because remember, the children of Israel, we would use that when they were being held captive in as the program that was running in the computer, that program that was uploaded, that the children of Israel being trapped in Egypt, under Pharaoh, and that kept saying, "Let my people go." Moshe would come. He said, "You take the word to him and say, my father, God said." He said, "Let my people go." He said, "I don't know your God. I don't know your God. Who is your God? I only know my God. I only know Ra. I only know Ra. I don't know your God. What God are you talking about?" Then, he said, "Well, you know what?" Then he said, "Well, for something days, this is rain or hail or something going to come down." you know. And so I'm just showing that the dry ground. So all those things that have been holding you back or holding you trapped within your mind, which is things that we actually design ourselves. Because remember, we were uploaded with so much with data, with a program that kept us from knowing that we are source, that kept us from knowing that we are creator. And so he says, I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. That though, thirsty, when you thirsty, you want to drink. For example, I have my bottle of water. So when I'm thirsty, I want to drink. Thirsty would be symbol of that want to know knowledge, want to know where you come from, want to know, there's a time in your life. I know I did. I'm like, who is God? Where did I come from? How did I get here? Why am I existing? Why am I here? I was asking questions like that, when I was at another time in my life. And he says, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed. You know what a seed? When you water a seed in the ground, something starts to grow. In other words, it's activating that. In other words, I look at that as being like the sun being poured, the sun giving energy. So the seed, that what goes in you, I love this. What's activated in you sends a ripple effect through your whole timeline. Oh, I love that. Your whole timeline. So when you awake, so it may look like that your family members that are still plugged into the system, guess what? Because you woke up, it sends out a ripple effect through them too. So it may look like they're lost, but they not lost, because guess what? They started from the dot. They are you. And so I will pour my spirit upon thy seed and my blessing upon thy offspring, which means that all of those that come through you, all that exist from the dot. And so though they may not even, they may look like they're not getting what the message that you're bringing forth, or they may be like, there she go, talk about that Messiah stuff. There they go, here they come talking about the Messiah code. They may still be plugged in the system, but guess what? The word, the energy said, I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, your seed, thy seed. Because everything started from the dot. You planted the seed in the beginning. Source planted the seed in the beginning. The beginning is the word. So there is not one of your loved ones, none of them that is a part of you, your world, is lost. This is why you have to allow them to have their experience. This is why you have to allow the art of allowing them to create their reality. This is why, because they are a part of you and they are not lost. Though it may look like that, oh, they're going to hell. Not so. Because all of them are you. They started just like you from the dot. They were in the womb with you. So they're not lost. The seed is not lost. The seed is not forgotten. And so I will put my spirit upon thy seed and my blessing, a bliss upon thy offspring. So when you are seeing, this is the Messiah. This is the Messiah. The Messiah is aware of this. The Messiah is conscious of this. This is why the Messiah is being about this Father's business. The Messiah is healing from within. This is why the Messiah knows that, hey, I don't need to worry about that. I must go over here and be about my Father's business. My Father's business. The Messiah's not worried about that. So I love that. This is backing this up to understand Isaiah 44:2. That you know how they say everybody got to be saved and go to church. You know how they say there are many that are Jehovah's Witnesses, and this is, I'm not knocking anything. I'm just calling out some different names that's coming in my head. The Jehovah's Witness and the Baptists, Episcopalians, and Seventh-day Adventists. There are a lot of them, that are being about that's a program that's running in them. That's the program that they're plugged into. That they, Their desire is to do the will of them that sent them. Their desire is to do God's work. And so the program that's running in them, in their mind, that they're plugged up in, that they're plugged to in their mind, that they are doing God's work. And so though, just like we are about our source business, we are source, so we are awake. We are awake to know that we are source, that we created our own reality. There comes a time in their life that each and every last one of them is going to unplug from the system. Every last one of them going to unplug from the system. And so therefore, with the eyes that you have, you see them through the eyes of source. It may seem like that many of them are off, but seeing everyone through the eyes of source shows you that everyone starts from the dot. Everyone starts from the dot. And that they go through this transformation. They go through this until their timing of awakening. And when your timing of awakening, you unplug from the system. That's how you answered the call. You unplug. It unplug. If we would use the matrix, and you know how they were plugged. Neil was plugged into that. He was, even though he was the programmer, he created the program. He was still he was plugged into the system until Morpheus then was telling him that you got to unplug, man. Even when he was going out, Morpheus took him out there in one of the programs where he was out there into one of the simulators, where he was out there, and he was walking with Morpheus, and he was seeing a lot of the people walking past him, but then he got distracted. And so what distracted him was he saw the woman in the red dress. And when he saw the woman in the red dress, his eyes was like, he's distracted. And then they paused it. And Morpheus asked him a question like, were you really engaged? Were you really focused? And he was like, were you actually focused on the woman in the red dress? And so in the red dress, and then he told him that, in the system, and I'm going to paraphrase it, in the system, because there are many, get this, there are many of the Smiths among you. Ooh. There are many Smiths that are in the program. I'm just keeping it real with you. And that Morpheus was letting Neo know that when he turned to look, he saw that the woman in the red dress was a Smith. And he said, those that are not for you, and there are those that are not for you, that actually are against you. So in this, your life experience, in this experience that you're having now, there are many Smiths that are around you that are not for you. But as he's showing you that, as my guys are saying, are showing you that there are many that look like you. Actually, oh my goodness, there are many that look like you are actually not for you. They are Smiths. They are a part of the program. And so as they are a part of the program, you may think that they are for you, and this is where, being conscious and awakened that everybody that may have the same skin tone, that color like you, a shade that you have, that look like you, let me tell you, my guys are saying some of them are Smiths. And so you've been caught up in, that's a program that, we have to understand. We got to see everything. We are seeing everyone through the eyes of source, but you're also seeing that there are many that are still plugged in. They are still plugged in. Not everyone is for you. You must know that there are Smiths that are operating in your nation, that are in the nation. There are many Smiths that are still plugged in. They may sound good. They may look good. They may talk like they know what you're going for, what you're working toward, but they are Smiths in disguise. In other words, beware of the sheep that are the wolves that are in sheep clothing. There you go. Be aware of the wolves that are in sheep clothing, that they may look the part. They may talk so very intelligent, but they are Smiths in disguise. So, well, I didn't know we were going to say that, but we're flowing with it. I love this. So, not only that, so let's go with, so we might as well go on and read down number 9 too, because we're on Codex 50, so we might as well, my tongue going a little fast. Might as well go on and read down here, because there are many that on this path that are masters, that we are masters. My guys are saying, Don't be comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable on this journey, because this next level that we are going through, and I see, woo, it's like turbulence, like astro. So it's gonna be a little bumpy, a little bit, but ground yourself. Ground yourself, because my guys are saying that you've overcome so much on this journey, but it's another level in the game. So don't get comfortable, because they're giving me just like Zelda, the game of Zelda, and there are many levels to the game. And so there are many levels to the game. And so you've mastered a lot of these levels in the game. But this next level is a lot more challenged. But you have to remain focused. And you have to remain focused, and you have to understand that you're the creator of the reality. And so to remain focused and know that you're the creator of the reality, as knowing that you are the savior, remaining that within. And so it says that you have to have your weapons are online, and that the weapons are much needed in this next level. And this activation that you have been rebooted, your system requires you to master your weapons. You are required to master your weapons, your lasers. You're required to master the lasers, the arrows, the staff, the bow. You are required to master them, because this next level, you are required. You're going to need them. You're going to have to know them. You're going to have to be them in this next level to move up even higher to the next level in this experience. Oh, I love that. And so on this in this space of Zelda, yeah, thank you, Zelda. And so my guys are saying that on your life journey that you've had many experiences. And I've never played Zelda, but Zelda is in my head, so we're going to talk about Zelda. And so we're going to share about Zelda, because that's what I'm talking about. Zelda, that's what I hear about Zelda. With Zelda, and then they say Mario as well. So, with Mario and Zelda, that they talk about many lives, right? You've had many lives. And in the many lives that you had, you was in different forms. And so each level is that when you play these different levels, that you gain something. And so they're saying that as you master each level, you're gaining more, you're gaining your weapons. So as you are gaining your weapons, they're saying master them, because they are needed to defeat the next level in this experience, this journey. Because within your life experience, the master, you are the master. So the master must master the weapons that he has. He must master. It's not just you saying that you know that you have you have the laser, or it would be like we're talking about in Ephesians. We're talking about we have the whole armor of God, and we do not understand how to use the weapons. What is the breastplate for? What is the sword of the spirit? What are the weapons for? And saying you must master your weapons. Master your weapons in this time and space where you are now, because this is upgrade. Not only are you upgraded, but those that you have created are upgraded too, because you are manipulating your energy. So the battle is not so much against the other individual, which is actually the battle is against yourself. It is your own power, your own illusional of yourself that the battle is against. It is your own thoughts that you have created within your reality that you are up against. So you must master your own weapons. You must master your own tools in order to defeat Goliath, because that's what they are. They are Goliath. They are weeds that are in your garden. You must master them, must master your weapons to know how to defeat them. Shay. All right. So I feel good where I am. I feel good where I am I feel good in knowing that the sword, that if I would talk about the female Messiah and the sword, I would talk about the sister. The daughter. If I would talk about the sister or the daughter, if I would talk about the mother, if I would talk about the widow, if I would talk about the wife, and understanding that the sword and the veil. But if I just talk about the sword and said, I know we have a sword, I would just talk about, and I have my sword right here. I'm gonna show my sword. If I would just talk about the sword and I never understand how to master the sword. Oh, my sword is not for decoration. Because remember, there's an unseen world, an unseen force that we are facing. And because many are plugged in, they don't know what is happening. They don't know what is actually going on in the unseen world. They only know what the news. Happy New Day, DD. So happy to see you, precious one. They only know what the news is giving them, but there is an unseen war. And when I say the unseen war, we know that the battle is in the mind. But when a thought becomes a thing, it becomes the reality. So whatever is in somebody's thought has become someone's reality. And so within their reality, the reality, which means that the Smiths exist. And so understanding that the battle is in the mind, but how do you defeat those Smiths, or those Goliaths? How do you defeat them? We say that we change the thought, and changing the thought creates a whole new reality. But my guides are saying that if you don't know that this here, the body of the Messiah, the resurrected body of the Messiah, that you don't know that your weapons are a part of you, is that you manifested, that you created this whole reality. This is where you are fully dressed for battle. When it says the Messiah, a leader, a savior, a particular group with a cause, one that is in preparation for war, it is not just a saying, it is something for real. That this battle, that the mind, because the mind has been manipulated, the mind is still being manipulated. Many are still plugged in, and the mind is being manipulated because the mind is creating the reality for those that have been in leader, that have been disguised, the Smiths that are dressed in those positions that are in leadership. Those are some of them are the Smiths that are dressed in their their humanoid suit that looks like it's human, but it's not human. But they are disguised, and so therefore the programs that have been running within this reality for many are still sleep. And because their mind, their power that they have creates that reality, so it is functioning, or it is alive. Many are engaging in that reality. And so this is where you, messiahs, masters, are mastering your weapons, because the world needs you. Humanity needs you. The heart needs you to restore order. Oh, I love that. To restore. You are the author of the story. I'm here in the director of the movie. All right, so we're going to go on with this one. Happy New Day to everyone that's on the podcast. How long have we been on here? Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to read number 9. Josiah listened meanwhile. His mind was racing with questions and anticipation. And what of you? And what of you, Father? Question. He required, turning to face Jamel. Have you walked this path before? 10. A faint smile touched Jamal's lips as he reminisced about his journey into the depth of the dunya, which means you existed before this. You've been time traveling. You've been time traveling. We've been time traveling. We've been plugged into a reality, but we were unconscious that we were plugged into it. And that our very energy was used to create a reality when we were unconscious. And no, this is not fairy tale. No, this is not like your Alice in Wonderland book or Sleeping Beauty story. This is real. Thoughts become things, and things become a reality. So let's keep going. Of the dunya. Indeed, my son, he replied, his voice carrying the weight of experience. Long ago, I too stood at the threshold of the unknown, guided by the wisdom of my forebears. It was a journey that shaped the very essence of my being. And now it is your turn to walk this Torah, which means sacred path. And so this is our time to walk the sacred path. But the sacred path of we are woke. We are conscious that we're walking this path, this sacred path. We are conscious and awake to know that we are messiahs. We are conscious, awake, and aware of knowing that's what's happening within us without happening within the reality. Number 11. Josiah's gaze held a mixture of admiration and reverence as he regarded his father. I am ready. This is what you said when you unplugged, when you were unplugged. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to step into my purpose. I'm ready as Messiah, female Messiah, male Messiah, Lamel 131. I'm ready. I answered the call. I picked up the operator. I'm ready. And so, Father, he declared, his voice infused with determination, ready to uncover the truth. You, me, we are ready to uncover the truth. We had to be disguised. We had to come in the form of the human body. We had to come disguised like humanity. And though we are not human, but yet we are ready. We had to be disguised, because as the Messiah, when they were looking for the Messiah, as what the old program, the Messiah was going to be a human being, or the Messiah was going to be a man, so had to be disguised. So when they were looking, that's the old program that was running in 3D. So when they were looking for the Messiah to come back the same way, so we had to be disguised. Not only we had to come down in that form and be born into a birth into this world as looking like those that we would dwell among. So we had to look that part. But guess what? We are not human. I'm just keeping it real with you. You're not human. You're not what you see on the screen. We are inside of it. So we are inside the network. We are inside of it. So we are inside, and we are the mainframe. We are moving throughout this. We are changing within. To change something, to free something, you have to change it or free it from within. Excuse me. Because trying to change something on the outside only leaves the inside with more power. Excuse me. You must change something from the root from which it was formed, or it was designed from the root. If you strike it from the root, it cuts off the ability to exist ever again, to form. Example would be, I've seen my gardener say that God cut down the tree, and they said, oh, this stump has been here for umpteen years, so we got to dig it up from the root so that the roots don't connect to something else and go around under the fence and all that again. So they had to take the chainsaw and cut it all the way down, because remember, this that has been controlling humanity has been for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. But now that Messiah's is within the mainframe, that's cutting from the root, uncovering the untruth, revealing truth, is breaking it up from the root. But just know, my guys are saying, just know that not everybody wants to be unplugged, but they have free will. All right. Oh, me too, Dee. Where am I? So that ready to embrace the challenge that lie ahead and to uncover the truth that awaits me within the simulator and dunya. So uncover the truth. When I say that, because remember, they're talking about, if you watch the news, that Messiah Codes News, I can't think of the name of it. But if you watch that, how Lazarus uncovered and was showing you that on, October 31st, where I might have the date off a little bit, where there's something coming toward Earth right now. So, but they can't really identify what it is, but they know it's coming at a certain speed, but it's heading toward this way, and it should arrive at a certain time. But the uncovered truth is that what they call aliens, extraterrestrial, have always been here. You are uncovering the truth. You're uncovering the truth about time and space. You're uncovering the truth about parallel timeline. You're uncovering the truth of what you are. We're ready. That it's just so much that, not so much, but we're operating in our power. Our weapons are online. When I say online, our weapons are activated within us. It is our responsibility, masters, to move and to master them. Okay. You wouldn't have a car, and wherever you are, and the law says in order to operate the car, you must have license. But you have a car. But you don't know how to drive. And so you would do what it takes to learn how to drive the car, right? Or to have all the necessary things it takes to be able to have that car to drive it, right? And so that you wouldn't be stopped by whomever, the Smiths, right? And so this is the same thing. You wouldn't have a sword and wouldn't know how to use it. You wouldn't have lasers and wouldn't know how to use the lasers, would you? Or the staff and wouldn't know how to use it, would you? I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, just giving you something to think about that you already know. I'm not sharing nothing that you don't already know. We already operating in the power. Number 12. With a proud smile, Jamel placed a reassuring hand on his son's shoulder. Remember, Josiah, he said, his voice carrying the echoes of generations past. We are freeing generations. Are you hearing me? We are freeing generations. Generations. Generational curses. We are freeing generations. We are breaking it. We are ready. He said, his voice carrying the echoes of generation past. You are not alone on this journey. The spirit of the Walu. Let's turn to the right. Let's turn to the left. Let's turn to the front. Let's turn up. The spirit of the Walu. The spirit of the Walu. Our ancestors walk beside you. Are you hearing me? Masters, messiahs, the Walu, the spirit of the Walu. Our ancestors walk beside you, guiding your steps and illuminating the path to enlightenment. The Walu. Hear the sound. Feel the rhythm. The Walu. The Walu. The Walu. The ancestors. Wholeness. Woo. I'm going to read that little part again. The spirit of the Walu. Our ancestors walk beside us. You, me, us, Messiah, walk beside us, guiding our steps and illuminating our path to enlightenment. 13. And so, with a sense of purpose burning bright within his heart, Josiah stepped forward, crossing the threshold of the ancient temple. As he ventured deeper into the depth of the simulator, Dunya, he carried with him the legacy of the Walu, our ancestors, and the promise of a journey that would forever alter the course of his destiny. The Walu is our destiny. We are the ancestors of now. The Walu. Oh my goodness. 14. Within the depth of the ancient temple, Josiah found himself standing before enigmatic simulator Dunya, an awe-inspiring machine that held the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. You are the universe. But you will upload it, or we will upload it for these programs not to know. But the mysteries. Remember, messiahs, you are the ancestors of now. Though you are Messiah, but you are the ancestors of now. You are the saviors of now. You're the boots on the ground, the Walu. And my guys are saying it is so important for you to know the path. It is so important for you to know this journey. Simulator, Dunya, an awe-inspiring machine that held the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. And as he gazed upon its intricate design, he couldn't help but marvel at the ingenuity of his ancestors, genius about his ancestors who had crafted such a marvel. We are the ancestors of today, of now, the Walu. The ancestors speak through you, and the ancestors walk beside you, guiding you. So, 15, Baba. Josiah thought, his voice filled with wonder. What powers this incredible machine? How does it work? I'm going to show you this machine because this machine exists to this day. I don't know if y'all can see it. This machine right here exists this day. This time traveling machine exists this day. But it's hidden from you, from us. There are many machines that our ancestors designed, and that they are designs on caves. And if you go to Puerto Rico, there's designs in the caves and that of different machines and things that's been uncovered here, even in the United States, that the ancestors have designed for you. So you are here to uncover truth. There's nothing that's happening in this world that is just now happening for the first time. That is a program. They just discovered this here. They just discovered, look what they just found. It's always been here. It's been a program to hold humanity in a level of low consciousness, a low vibration, to where they don't know who they are. Okay, I feel that. All right, so I'm going to read this one and I'm going to get off because I think I've been on here a good while. It's a good while. I like that word. Okay. Baba, and Josiah thought, his voice filled with wonders. What powers this incredible machine? How does it work? 16, Jamal nodded, a knowing smile gracing his lips. The simulator, the dunya, my son, is powered by the principle of quantum computing, a technology that allows us to tap into the very essence of reality itself. You are the creator of your reality. This is telling you about yourself. This machine, we are. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So with gratitude to our Tuvalu ancestors, I'm gonna leave it at that. I've had an amazing space to be in. How about y'all? I've been enjoying this space that with each one of you. I love myself. I love who I am. I love you, because within me, all love dwells within me. I am all love, and all love dwells in me. And you are all love, and all love dwells in you. The Tuvalu ancestors are beside you, in you, are guiding you on the path of enlightenment. You are here to uncover truth, but you are also here to master your weapons. And to master your weapons is to know your weapons. This book can be obtained on Amazon, but if you are in that space that you may not have funds right now for that book, but if you will email the Walu, the email that's floating at the bottom of the page, trust me, we will gladly assist you in that needed assistance, because we walk this path. We walk this path. This is the master class. You ask not, you have not. You have not, you will not receive not, but one must ask. and is given, and seek and ye shall find, and knock and the door is open. Again, I am Queen Oracle, Mother Yanis Lamel Nutri Prime Supreme, 1216 of the Messiah Code Movement. And I am the mother of the Walu tribe. So I am mother. I'm mother. I am one of the mothers. So I love you with the love of Source. I love you with the love of the ancestors. So let's go over some of the great things we got going on. How about that? I love that. So we have September 21st, African American Day Parade. The information is floating at the bottom of the podcast. Reach out if you need any more information about going on. I don't know if there's still volunteers, but you don't know if you don't ask. Not only that, we have the Wallows Cash App, their Zelle, the PayPal, and not only that, December the 21st, shout out, we have Karen Kitchen opening. And if you don't know the story of Karen Kitchen, if you can go on to Wallows Facebook page and check out our website, and it'll tell you about Karen's Kitchen. And any information that you need to know about Karen's Kitchen, it's all on our website. And so Miss Karen is Lazarus' mom. That is no longer in the physical, but she is in the non-physical. And so you can reach out. I mean, you can reach out too, but you can also just go on the website and just scroll down there and read about Karen's Kitchen and see how life is flowing for us. And we're changing things, uncovering things that need to be uncovered, and we are resetting things that need to be reset. So December the 21st, here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Karen's Kitchen, we will be serving 200 plus beings. That is, you don't have to be homeless, you don't have to be poor, you don't have to be, we're feeding 200 plus people, homeless, parents, look at me, parents, elderly, we are feeding families, we are feeding, because it's love. It is all about love. It is a love day. And so we are feeding 200 plus. If you would like to sponsor and be a part of that day, my information, just email thewallow.361@gmail.com. I will get it. I have a email. I have a business email. Let me give that to you. I have a business email because it is good that y'all know that as well. So my business email is Denise, capital M, dot thewallow.361@gmail.com. So if you will send me an email, if you would like to be a part, volunteer, how you can help, a sponsor, send me the email and I will get you that. I will email you back. Or you can reach me message me, so I want to make sure we are all ready, because we are in September, working toward this now. So I believe in action. I believe in moving. I believe in being prepared. I believe in not waiting to things at the last minute. I believe in operating in the energy, not tomorrow. I believe in operating in, I trust in operating in the now energy now. So again, my business email is Denise, Denise, capital D, capital M, capital D, Denise, Denise, capital M, dot thewallow.361@gmail.com. So if you would like to, hey, I love that. And that's December 21st. It's a love day that we are giving love. that we're showing love, that we show love throughout our whole journey. But this is a day that we set aside on the calendar. Karen Kitchen is giving of love to all, to humanity. And we would love for you, messiahs, that are a part of the Walu, that some people that live in Charlotte. There's a lot of people around the world know here in Charlotte, and that you can reach out to them and give them my information, so that I want to have a whole team. Let me say, not one. I have a whole team. I'm manifesting my whole team here for that day. My whole team showing up that whole week. My whole team showing up in Charlotte, North Carolina, to help me. That's what I'm visualizing. That to give is to receive. To love is to be loved. And that's where Karen's Kitchen is all about loving. Loving is all about providing, and that sharing and showing that we have a heart of love. And so again, that information is on the Walu's Facebook page. So you can scroll down there, check out the website, because it's all on there. And have an amazing day. I love all of you with the love of Source, in that just knowing that we are never alone, and never been, never will be, because of the Walu ancestors are with you. So we have a lot of ancestors, so don't forget about the hand manual, so that you know that the universe, you are the universe. Okay. And that's it. I think that's it. Where you rolling with that? Dee, I'll shout you out today. Love you. Lazarus, whomever else, those that are connected with me on YouTube, shout you out as well. And Messiah Code. May your day continue to be filled with bliss, joy, love, abundantly, happiness. And that know that you are walking in your purpose on this amazing day. I am love. I give love. I receive love. I accept love. I am walking in abundance. I am fulfilling my purpose. I am connected to all. Unconditional love is my guide. One truth, one law. I create. I am a divine being having a divine human experience here in the heart on planet Earth. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I love that. Cool. Until we connect again. Cool.